Hi, this is Anthony from IGN alongside Mitch Dyer.
You sounded so pleasant.
Yeah, I'm always pleasant. What are you talking
No,
about?
I'm just saying this game maybe just put you in the mood. It looks nice. Look at the big horse head of this gas station.
So we're doing a audio video commentary, video game commentary.
That means you can look and listen.
Of Kentucky Route Zero.
Interesting.
And so what it is it's an adventure game that's about.
Is it about clicking on dog? Click on dog.
It's basically an adventure game about a mythical highway that people take through caves, and I think it's described on the website as an adventure game about a mythical highway and the people who travel it, told in 5 acts.
And their dog.
So it's an episodic game. This is the first episode. I love the art style.
It's
of this
beautiful.
Game, it almost reminds me of Out of This World or something.
Yeah, that's
like
exactly what I was thinking.
Right? So yeah, you can. It's just like any other adventure game. You can click on it, and the text pops up.
The dog is wearing a straw hat.
Of course he is.
We found Game of the Year 2013.
So I'm gonna talk to this attendant, since it's one of the only 2 things I can do. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
Actually, the dialogue in this game is really excellent.
Okay.
Even though it's not voiced, which is kind of a shame. But even when it's voiced, who's gonna sit there and listen to it all, right?
I mean, we could do dramatic readings. Did I hear a dog? What's your dog's name?
But I love this too. This game will constantly. So unlike a lot of adventure games, in adventure games typically it's like show guy this and then guy
right. Yeah.
Talk to this guy, and then there are dialogue options. But the dialogue options are usually like you pressing them for information.
Right.
About
You're
a
just
variety of
discovering
topics.
things. Yeah.
Exactly. Whereas in this, you actually have choices that kind of shape. So his name is Homer. Her name is Blue. You get to determine the gender of your dog,
Right.
or you could be just some dog. I don't know his name. What do you think?
And that's not you necessarily lying to him. That's you dictating the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think, Mitch?
Her name is Blue.
All right.
Obviously.
Joseph likes Blue.
Oh, Blue is so old. Look at her wearing a straw hat.
He's gonna give me some jerky for Blue.
What a kind old man, this guy. He'll kick him back in his chair in his gas station, lighting a fire by the pumps. That seems safe.
No, it's just a lamp.
All right.
He says so you can feel the sun on his neck. I bet it's been just a few feet off the horizon. Let's see, what should I say? Well,
we don't want to. We don't know this man. Don't tell him where we're going.
Isn't that interesting though? That it gives you the choice of determining oh, this is where I'm heading. I don't know where I'm heading. I just booted this game up.
Yeah.
It's just I've got a delivery. So now just through this, I've kind of gathered I'm a delivery man.
Sure.
It's like storytelling through you answering these questions,
yeah.
which I think is really cool.
We're a delivery man, and we love the sunset, Anthony.
We're gonna watch the sunset.
Yeah, look at it. It's very pretty.
Okay. Joseph like that.
Joseph is our friend now. We're getting on with Joseph.
I bet you're more of a poet than old Joseph. So,
yeah, whatever. Tell me where to go.
I don't know. Do I ask him for directions?
You know what? Let's be friendly. Does he like poetry? We're having a nice talk with Joseph.
He likes to listen to the TV.
That's like the same thing as poetry.
No, he says I used to do a lot of poetry on the computer. Oh. Dogwood Drive is on the other side of the. Oh, to get there I gotta take
the 0.
Alright, gotta go look up directions on the computer, but of course, in a typical adventure game fashion, you have to go to the basement and reset the circuit breaker first.
Because video games.
Exactly. But this is where this game kind of evolves.
Okay. I'm excited.
You get to really see what I love about this game is the thing it does with perspective in the art.
Zoomed out a little bit.
Yes.
Panning
and
over.
You'll see when I do something like this, there's like a camera shift.
Oh my God! Look at those silhouettes.
Exactly the way it uses silhouettes, the way it uses changes in lighting.
Oh my God! Look at this. Is so pretty.
It really is.
I can't get over it. A little cello in the basement.
Yeah, and there's also these people here. Oh.
Let's find out what they're doing.
What do you think I should ask these people?
Yeah, let's be direct. Yeah, where's the breaker?
Okay. Oh, apparently Emily.
Are we a ghost? Is that the twist? Did I figure it out?
I don't know. It's a 5-part series, and without spoiling anything, I will say that I don't think they're going to give you away any major things in the first episode.
All right. So what's the pricing structure? What's the episodic release structure? Tell me everything.
Yeah, the pricing structure is they're all coming out this year.
Okay.
But you can buy all 5 episodes for $25, or you can buy the first episode for $7 to see if you like it. I was like $25. The first episode probably takes a little bit over an hour.
$25 for the whole series, or for one episode?
No.
Okay.
For the whole series.
All
if
right.
You want.
Okay. I can get behind that. Walking Dead was $20.25. That was totally worth it.
Exactly. But what I like about it is they give you. Oh, these are the rules. No open flames.
No drinking, Anthony.
But what I like about this
Behave in the basement.
is when I came down here in this basement, you know, I didn't know it when I got here. I was like, okay, so now I've searched the whole basement and I don't see a breaker. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Jump.
I don't understand. There's no jump button. The only other button on screen is this. And you just find this glowing D20.
Huh. I love it.
Has a reassuring, almost comfortable weight.
Oh, it's because it's a D20. It's the perfect die. I love that it's just silent except for your footsteps
Exactly.
right now.
I love the way they handle sound, but I also really adore this, is that when you click, everywhere you go, the marker that it puts where you're going to run is like a
little
horseshoe thing.
Yeah, it's cool. Also, those people are gone.
Yes, they are.
Ghosts. Everyone's a ghost. Hey, hey.
And again, with the change of perspective, like how now my character is the one that's dark in this environment.
I really like like we were saying with the transitions and stuff. Like now that we're down here, we can see the basement's in total disarray. Like there are barrels that have like fallen through the cracks and stuff like that. Oh, look at that! It's all lit.
Really subtle music. When you buy the game too, you get the soundtrack as well.
For the episode or for the series?
I actually am not sure.
Okay.
I didn't look too.
Yeah, stumped Anthony.
Well, do I tell him about the people in his basement?
Oh, absolutely. Yo, you got.
Or do I just say I'm going on my way?
No, hey, man, there are ghosts in your basement.
Well, Joseph sure don't think so. Strange things happen underground, especially in the dark. Oh yeah, I need to go look up directions. Oh, but he's forgotten his password. It's kind of long, like a short poem, I think. Alright. Well, that's going to be real easy to guess.
Computer.
Waking the computer from its reverie. I like to imagine my computer's in reverie.
Me too.
I love so many subtle things in this game so far. Like the way that now that I'm accessing the computer, even like the font changes.
Yeah, and it's flickering like it's an old computer.
Exactly.
That's brilliant.
I imagine I should probably type Joseph. So now I guess he said it was like a short poem, his password. How would you like to compose this poem, Mitch?
The stars drop away.
Okay.
Nobody saw the accident.
Okay.
Wow. It will only get later. This is like nothing but dark possibilities here.
Password accepted.
Yeah, nailed it.
I don't think you can get it wrong.
Probably not.
But I think it's kind of just interesting because
it's just there to make you like it's one of those like moments like it's just meant to make you feel something, right? Like it's one of those moments of a story where it's just like, what do you feel right now?
Yeah.
And that's it. It's just a beat.
And it's like it's forcing you to construct poetry.
Yeah,
like,
that's really cool.
Another thing, yeah, it's like you're like being with that feeling. It's interesting you say that because in the README for this, it says if you get bored, really latch onto that feeling in the README.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Should we be nosy or just get our address?
Oh, definitely poke around. No, let's play games on his computer.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, games is not real. Games is a ghost, Anthony.
What are we doing at IGN? We just need to quit. Messages, I guess. Okay. Do we want to actually read these messages?
That's probably just for the sake of time. Probably not.
Okay.
Let's leave the mystery to the viewers, who hopefully are interested in this, because I am.
Yeah, I mean
I'm 100% going to play this.
We want directions.
Yeah, we're going to Dogwood.
Well, Marquette.
Oh, we're going to Marquette. We're finding
Marquette's where
Marquette.
the delivery is.
Yeah.
Head northeast on 65.
Oh my God, do we need to like write these directions down?
You'll have a notebook.
Okay.
But I will say that I looked up these highways and where they intersect and stuff, and there are places in Kentucky where these highways intersect.
So this is like a legit place, kind of-ish.
Oh, Joseph's shouting over to me. He put a TV in my truck, apparently.
Oh, he was very quick and subtle about that.
He probably did it while I was down in the basement.
Old Blue didn't seem to mind. Let's roll, Blue. Yeah, look at that hat. How's it going, Blue? Hey,
Talk to my
I'm
dog.
so curious. What do you think about this place?
Okay.
What the dog's thoughts?
What do you think?
I
about
have
this?
no idea what he's talking about here.
Well, he's like, he's asking the dog, you know, what do you think of this place? And he's saying, it's odd. I've never noticed it driving by. Or seems like they're really on the rocks, like they're in a bad way.
Never noticed driving by because the gas station is also a ghost. Let's give the dog a treat for sure. Yeah. Old man Ira.
Okay. Wow, I'm having a really extended conversation with this.
He was a good man, a good boss, old Ira.
And that's the end of that conversation. All right, let's hit the road. So.
Wow.
When you're on the road, this is what it looks like.
It's like a legit map.
But this is a great example of how they use audio to continue telling the story. So like, look, I pulled off the highway.
Gravel.
And just listen to
That's
the back.
awesome.
I'm gonna raise the volume a little bit. Just listen to the background sounds. Like there's like the sound of wildlife and the sound of my engine. Okay, so I'm gonna go back onto the highway, and when I turn onto the highway, you'll notice a change.
It's all clear. Other cars. This is clever.
And so you can go exactly where you need to, or you can just kind of drive around.
Do you encounter things? Like I saw like a wreck pop up earlier.
Yeah. So let's see if I can find something. You do encounter random. Well, not random. Random's not the right word. You do encounter things that you can interact with.
Oh, dragonflies!
Yeah, so then when you click them, it just turns into these little text adventures, basically. That one wasn't necessarily a very riveting one, because you just pretty much encounter dragonflies, and that's
This is the kind of stuff I like, though, where it's not something that is like it has a bearing on like the end of the game or whatever, or the way people interact with you. I like when games do things with storytelling where it's just for you. It's just how you react to what it's telling you.
Right, and in this one too, it's like I just encountered the dragonflies. I did it on my first playthrough too, but now I'm encountering them again. I've never done this. After a minute or two, Conway can hear swelling whine to the southeast.
Obviously, we're going to southeast.
Well,
Oh, it's so tense.
dragonflies. Well, nothing at the moment.
Maybe it's talking about that house. I don't know.
Truck pulls out to a house with an intensely bright porch light. A cloud of dragonflies swells in
Nailed
the
it.
light, darting, hovering, turning at right angles. There are no lights in the house. No solicitors. I work for long hours and retire early. Okay,
That guy's got it figured out.
so I guess that was a little story. Totally, but normally there. I wouldn't say again. Not normally. I'm using the wrong words here, Mitch.
Figure it out, Anthony. You gotta learn to talk.
There are a lot of these where you encounter them where it actually presents you choices like you do in the dialogue, where it's
Okay.
like, you know, do you want to go into the house anyways? Do you want to do X, Y, and Z? And so you go and you do these activities.
Burning tree.
Well,
That doesn't sound like our problem.
no. It did. He told me that the directions to the lady's house were
Past
look
the
for
burning tree.
look for a tree that's always on fire. So
Look, somebody should put that out, I think.
here's a good example of one of the adventures that I'm talking about. The diner pier doesn't have a name, and its blinds are completely closed. What do we do?
Oh, we're gonna go in. Get
Alright.
some bacon and eggs.
So the door opens easily, but it's completely pitch black inside.
Oh my goodness.
Do we just walk in? Wait a
Oh
moment?
no, wait. I'm terrified of the dark. You gotta wait.
Okay.
Adjust. Pull out that lamp that guy gave you.
Well, I gave it back to him though.
Oh man.
I can see people inside of
Oh
this
my
completely dark
God.
diner.
Ghosts.
Two men in old trucker hats. A young woman standing behind the counter.
Oh, Anthony, it's the same three people from the basement. I'm so
The
afraid.
cook stares blankly from the kitchen.
Oh, that's haunting.
Oh, the door is shut. Now what do? Do I leave?
Oh God,
Do we sit at the counter?
No. Yes.
Okay, we're sitting at the counter.
It's so
I
scary.
hit my knee. I place my hand on the counter. Another hand, a young woman's, rests itself on mine.
Ooh.
She guides his fingers to a laminated menu.
Ooh, she's like, would you like some oh,
What do I order?
coffee?
Okay. See, and I love this. It's just now it's like eerily quiet.
Yeah.
Completely silent. Though sometimes when you do these, they'll have audio that will tell a story as well. Like you'll hear a fish tank if there's a fish tank in the room, that sort of thing. She just put her hand on my cheek. Her fingers run across the stubble of his chin. He feels like apologizing. She leans forward. So does he.
And then you leave. It's
I
like a bunch of little short stories.
Exactly. Like that could have been its own thing. Completely, no other interaction involved. Let me look for the flaming tree. Okay. Marquez Farmhouse. So this is, I'm just going to show, we've already gone through one of 5 parts of the first game, of the first episode. But again, I just want to show a little bit, again, the way the camera's
it's
coming
slowly
in for this,
zooming in.
for this perspective change.
Look how it's all foggy and misty. You can barely see anything. I like that.
I got to make this delivery, though. And again, as you start moving up this hill,
It's panning in.
you'll see layers of darkness being cut away here.
Oh my
To
god.
kind of slowly reveal this home.
I don't know if I should be as afraid of this game as I am.
It's an eerie game. To me, the way I feel about it when
It just
I'm
makes me
playing
uncomfortable.
is I feel like I'm playing like an episode of The Twilight Zone or something.
Yeah,
like
I was
that.
thinking like a little bit like Twin Peaks or something.
Or Twin Peaks, yeah. But yeah, you know, I don't want to go too much farther because I don't really want to spoil it for people. But it's a really
What is the delivery?
it's a really beautiful game. You know, it's got great use of sound and art, and even though it's really short, to me the episode has totally been worth it.
What
So,
about somebody who doesn't really like traditional adventure games?
this is not a traditional adventure game by any means.
Yeah.
You're not going to be sitting there stumped on a really bizarre puzzle or anything like that. This one just rewards your curiosity all the time with really cool stories like the ones we just saw. So that's kind of a large overview of Kentucky Route Zero.
I'm gonna play this. Is it on Steam? You got to buy it from their
Yeah.
website.
Yeah, you buy it directly from them. If you just Google it, you'll find it. It's made by a company called Cardboard Computer, so
Okay.
you can buy it directly from them. And for a lot more on Kentucky Route Zero and other adventure games, you should always go to IGN.